Hey guys, what up? It's Goose TV here again today, and today I'm back with another Madden mobile video on my channel. Now today's video, guys, I'm very excited to show you some art for Madden Mobile 23. Today was the very first reveal stream of 6 for Madden Mobile 23, and today focused on kind of art and graphics and the UI design of the game. And I've got a bunch of screenshots and a bunch of stuff to show you, and this stuff looks very cool, and it's pretty exciting. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications so you never miss any of my videos. 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's try to get this video to 100 likes. So, thank you guys for the support on yesterday's video. I'm going to do my best to at least post on this Madden Mobile stuff and post some other stuff as well. If you did not see my video yesterday, either tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to be uploading my very first podcast style content that I'm going to be doing a lot more of in the future, coming up kind of into the NFL season. You guys are going to get your first look at that either Thursday or Friday, so be on the lookout for that. I'm very, very excited to get into that. But Madden Mobile 23, if you have not seen yesterday's video as well, that's kind of the base stuff and stuff we already knew, but the game is coming out on August 18th. It'll probably be a day or two before that, so in the week of like August 16th, 17th, 18th, somewhere in there, the game will be releasing the brand new Madden Mobile game. For those that don't know, Madden Mobile resets every single year, bringing new things into the game, kind of resetting the cards, and obviously kind of laying the foundation for a new game. This year, a lot of stuff is transferring over. If you have not seen, make sure to check out yesterday's video. Some of the players are going to be transferring over to a new overall, but they won't be useful, like, all the time. Like, the first few programs and cards you're going to be getting in the game will be better than a lot of the cards that you are going to get just from starting promos, and it'll be, your team will be replaced pretty quickly, but you at least do get a head start if you are playing right now. So let's talk about the graphics and the UI design. So Nick Messina had a stream today and brought on an art team member who kind of explained a lot of the stuff going on, and just a lot of the stuff with the graphics and that kind of stuff. So I've got 4 screenshots to show you that they have from the game, and we're going to go through each of them and just kind of talk about what we think and maybe some other extra stuff that we might be able to hint at with this. So starting off with the main screen, just kind of the new look, improved experience. This is just kind of your basic starting thing, trying to show exactly what the art looks like. And the graphics, the UI looks pretty good. I really like the simplicity of it, and that's kind of the main thing that they wanted to focus on. Just kind of looking, trades have a revamped look to show off more visuals, so rather than being kind of more text focused, it'll be more visual focused. As you can see, it's pretty zoomed in, or zoomed out, I guess. It's pretty blurry, but you can kind of see there with trades how that's going to be a little bit more improved there. Look of Arena, which is Daily Arena as well, has been updated to make it easier to understand. So kind of the main focus that they wanted to focus on was just making things more just easier, and I feel like that's something you say every single year with art, but it looks like for a lot of this, it's just technically redesigned with somewhat of making it easier to understand a little bit, some of that in mind. So it's kind of hard to see some of the stuff in Arena or even read anything. I can't even make anything out from what I saw, but looks like Daily Arena and that kind of stuff will be back. There will be a competitive stream in the next few weeks. I believe that's towards the end of the reveals. I want to say that's like 8/3 or something like that, so we still got about a month before we get into competitive league versus league, arena, stuff like that. The store has more of another picture, a zoomed in picture, which we'll talk about in a second. Obviously, you've got your home page as well. There are a couple notes from this screen that maybe you want to take note of. In trades, it's very hard to see, but it looks like there is a third currency. You got coins, you got your Madden Cash, and it looks like a diamond gem style currency. Now, this currency is not shown when in the store screen. Now, the first thing to take note of is all this is a work in progress. All this is not final, so anything can change. Take everything with a grain of salt, because some of this may not be in the game and is maybe just more of a thing to talk about with just being able to show and filler stuff, and I'll talk about more of that with the art and when that comes out. But it looks like we might have a third currency. It looks like gems might be making a return, but like I said, keep note that the store does not have gems shown right now. I guess one other quick thing, obviously most feared Super Bowl, like most of this is just pretty much filler content, but something that does say under most feared is defeat new legendary boss rush challenges to unlock team captains. That doesn't make sense under most feared, hence you just don't know. Maybe that's a thing within the game to take note of, but like I said, who knows what that means? That probably means nothing right now. That might be just like a literally Who knows? Who knows what that is? We will have to see if that's the thing or not. If it is, it will be, if that makes sense. So let's move on to the next screen that was shown, which is going to be, I believe it'll be the navigation and just kind of the map UI. So this is just an example. I think a lot of the stuff in the background is like blurred out and stuff because obviously they don't want to reveal anything. This is probably stuff that they are working on that will actually be in the game. But this is just an example of the map for journeys and live events and things like that. It's pretty similar. Their goal was to once again make it easier to understand and be more, I guess, interactive. So for example, it'll be a little bit better shown where you're at in your path rather than just like a check mark versus this, which is more lit up when you have things that have already been claimed, where you're at actually physically now and what you will be unlocking and what needs to be unlocked further down the path. Other than that, there's really not too much more to be shown. Obviously there's nothing in the background. This might just be a kind of a practice screen, just trying to show us what's going to be in the game. But yeah, so basically just trying to make it easier. Events and journeys changes have been made to make it easier to understand what should be done next. Will be easier to navigate between maps with more consistency between modes. That's another big word that they used while kind of revealing this stuff is consistency. They wanted there to be a common theme, a consistent look around the game. So different modes will have similar features, similar ways and UIs and stuff like that. So consistency and making it easier, I guess. And the increased feedback on screen to show what events require, as well as locked and completed events like I talked about. So let's move into the store, which is also pretty exciting to look at. It looks pretty good. It's really a bigger change to the store. Obviously, you can't change the store too much because it's still going to have your packs, your items, and what it's going to cost, and your different sections. But it looks like the sections are a little bit easier to understand this year, or, next year, whatever you want to call it. Right now, the store on the left has all of the different, things, like, for example, this Madden store, NFL kickoff. Right now, it's 4th of July, season store, gridiron store, all that different stuff's on the left. And it's a little bit cramped. It's a little bit weird. You got to scroll to get it. It's just kind of out of place. And then within each one, at the top, there's tabs, for example, in 4th of July right now. 4th of July, players and currencies. That stuff is still going to be kind of in here, but it's going to be under the tabs on the left, which is, I think, a really good thing. I guess on this, I don't even know which side it'd be, one of these two sides on the camera. All of these here, like I said, it's underneath. It's kind of like a little semi-tab that kind of will pull out if you click a drop-down arrow. I think that's it's much easier, right, to understand rather than having to click one place, click another place. It just makes the experience better for the user. So that's something we can expect in the store, and it looks like the store is going to be scrolling downwards rather than across. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that, I guess. It's something different, if not anything else. And it looks like there's going to be maybe a lot more room. I mean, maybe around the same, but it's going to be similar to, it's going to be just better, I guess. They said they're going to do a lot more within like the store UI and make it a little more simpler to just look at what's going to be in the pack or just look at the pack rather than the super great details. So any sort of notes, look, the store has been changed. Each store has been organized into tabs, and the store art will now have room to improve. So I don't know exactly what that means, but there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with the store, which is pretty cool. It's a change that is, I guess, not necessary, but is helpful and something to look forward to, I guess. And now comes the most important part and the coolest part, right? So I have not played this game a ton this year, Madden Mobile 22. Have not been the biggest fan, and I haven't really been, even with that, I haven't been super excited for Madden Mobile 23 because I know it's probably going to be very similar to Madden Mobile 22. Obviously, you're not going to have your auction house, stuff like that, but looking at these players is making me excited to play this game. Look at this card art. Look at these card designs. This year took a massive step back. Madden Mobile 22 took a massive step back in the art. I don't know exactly what years were good versus not. I know Madden Mobile 18 was good. Overdrive was fine. Most of the years were fine. I know 20 was fantastic. 21 was really good too. This past year, they made the card smaller. It's a lot of empty blank space with the nameplate. The nameplates are boring. There's not enough room for card art. This year, for Madden Mobile 23, look at this card art. I mean, it's just fantastic. Now, first of all, a lot of this stuff is filler stuff. Obviously, players, the positions, even the levels and the overalls. There will still be, higher overalls. I don't know what the number is going to be. Obviously, it's probably going to be similar to this year. We will learn about that in a few weeks. But All this stuff is filler, and I think Nick said I don't even think the players even get up to level 60, so don't let that scare you right now. This is the card art, and it looks so cool, man. This is awesome. Most feared Patrick Mahomes there. We got a claw in the corner with a web and like a spooky face with tons of smoke and graphics in front of Mahomes. Doug Martin's card just looks super clean with graphics and effects and stuff. The Aaron Rodgers most feared, Ultimate Freeze, or like a snow ice card, which looks so cool. It looks like there's a Jamar Chase Easter one. There's like an egg one. Now, like I said, this is not final, and there's a good chance this stuff is probably not even going to look like what the cards are going to look like. The most feared art probably won't be like that. The Ultimate Freeze art probably won't be like that. The Easter art probably won't be like that. Once again, this is all placeholders. A lot of this stuff is placeholders. So, but just a general look that I'm glad that the cards are back to what they used to be, with a lot of room for the art, a lot of creativity, and it looks like the players are going to continue, or it looks like they're going to go off of the screen, especially with some of the cool new like special cards. They're going to go off of the screen, and just like kind of another example, I think they said like what will look like in packs. You see the things on the opposite sides of each other on the far right. For example, a pack icon or an item icon that's going to say it's going to be like an epic player, and then on the left is going to be, you know, an item of stamina that's going to be in the packs. So that's just an example of what that's going to look like, just another thing. But the card art, man, makes me excited. Like, as much as I haven't been excited for this game and you know, super thrilled considering the way the state of the game is right now, looking at this kind of stuff makes me want to hop right into it as soon as possible. So very, very, very excited for card art. Now, something else to note with card art is, first of all, there's going to be a lot more animation, it sounds like, especially with some of the higher cards, and once we get on through the year. And nameplates. It sounds like they're going to do a lot more with nameplates, with animations and stuff on there too, which is really cool. I loved in Madden Mobile 21 how we had a bunch of nameplates that were customizable to promos and stuff like that. That sounds like a blast, and the card art makes me excited for the game in itself. So that's really, really cool. And that is what was revealed today on the stream. So much cool stuff. I'm so excited, honestly, now to even just look at the card art. I don't care about the rest of the game. The card art is really cool, and I think might be the best kind of design we've had ever in Madden Mobile. So we'll have to see. There are coin packs in the store, just some other things going on. And something else, I guess, to note with the players is this is something I speculated literally yesterday and in some other videos as well. Looks like ranks are no longer a thing. We know that levels are going to kind of transfer over, and I guess convert is a better word, convert over to your players when you have them from Madden Mobile 22 to 23. Ranks will not. They're just going to help you. They're going to make your players worth more when you trade them in for stuff in Madden Mobile 23. Ranks, it looks like, will not be a thing in the game next year, which I think is a very good thing. If you get duplicates of cards, it just means you have a duplicate of cards, which means hopefully we can trade them in for more stuff in sets, trades, whatever. We'll have to see with that, but that I think is cool. I think ranks made no sense and gave you no purpose of pulling an extra one unless you got multiple of them, unless it was like an iconic, which for me is stupid. I hate that idea. So it looks like they're taking that out, and that's a good thing. I definitely agree with that. But that is it for today's reveal. It really wasn't much other than art, but it still makes me excited, and it looks great. I think it really looks good. The UI looks great, and we're going to be learning a whole lot more. Next week's stream, I will definitely make a video on. I don't know if it'll be something, everything super important, but definitely is a reveal stream, and we'll get more screenshots, more information that we'll talk about next week. But guys, that is just about it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm the Goose TV, and I'm out. I will see you guys later.